This is 13 Inside Track, sponsored by LCS Heating and Cooling.
Welcome to 13 Inside Track. I'm Laura Steele. Today joining us in studio is Travis Lucas and Renee Lucas.
Hi.
Of LCS Heating and Cooling. First of all, what's LCS stand for?
Oh, our last name is Lucas, so that's actually how it started. And then we built our tagline, Lasting Comfort Solutions, around it. So we say we're launching the way to lasting comfort solutions.
And I saw your vehicles out front. That's a nice logo.
Little house rocket, yeah.
Can't miss it.
Nope.
Can't miss it. You
Nope.
see it coming.
Yeah.
Let's talk about homeowners making that decision. How do they land on a company? How do they make that decision?
You know, reputation is a really big deal. And so when somebody loses heat or cooling in their home, they're uncomfortable. There's a lot of anxiety wrapped around that. How much is it going to cost? How long are you going to be in here? Who's going to be at my home? And so having a company that you can trust. So look for those reviews online. Ask friends and neighbors, do you have a company that you trust? You want to make sure that you've got somebody who's going to communicate with you, call you back, not ghost you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so reputation's a big deal.
Okay, so let's talk about what stands out from the others. How do you guys stand out from those others?
You know, we expect 5-star service. We know everybody else expects 5-star service, and so we strive for 7-star. That's one of our biggest things that we talk about. How can we go above and beyond? How can we make people comfortable in the HVAC process? We really stand out with that.
Travis, let's talk about the installation process and the brands that a company may use. Do people want to look into that when they're making that decision?
A lot of people assume it is the brand. That happens all the time, but it's actually the installation process because it's a big purchase. So the company that has the great installation processes like static testing and load calculations is what sets us apart from a lot of companies.
And how does that installation process impact the life?
The longevity can be shortened drastically if the two main points of static and load calculations aren't done on the front end. It can really be detrimental to the system.
What are those questions that those who are watching right now, those questions that they should ask when they're choosing someone for their HVAC needs?
You know, I would ask for options. What options do I have? What do warranties look like? Is this going to save money on my utility bill? What does maintenance look like? How much do I need to spend each year to maintain the system? How often do I need to change my filter? Are there other things that can help with humidity in my house or hot and cold spots? So there's a lot of questions to ask to make sure that your home is as comfortable as it can be.
And I think a lot of people like the fact that you're locally owned.
We are, yes. You're
And a
looking at the
married couple.
owners. Yeah.
Keeping it in the family.
Yes. 24 years married and celebrating 20 years of LCS.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story and important information about HVAC and those who are making those decisions. How can people find out more?
Our website is lcsheatingandcooling.com, so reach out to us that way. Call, text, email. You can get a hold of us.
All right. Thank you so much, Renee and Travis, for your time today. And if you'd like to see your business or your organization featured on 13 Inside Track, all you have to do is email us at 13insidetrack@wthr.com.